Hey guys, this is part two. I'm going to continue on the discussion I opened up the other night about modern monetary theory. I'm going to go into a couple of other subjects, but I want to recap what I was talking about the other night. Um, that because our money is detached from precious metals, okay? So money is literally just created, all right? What I talked about the other night, federal government, any sovereign government is a government that creates its own money, sovereign money creator, okay? Like the federal government, it's different from a city government or a state government, okay? They do have to have budgets and they do, raise tax money. But the federal government is entirely different because they create money, okay? And it's been said that they can't run out of money. They just create more money. All right. They've been creating money forever. It's just that they don't talk about that. And the reasons are clear. Okay. They don't want you to understand this. All right. But just like a scorecard, like at a basketball game or a football game, it can't run out of points. Okay. You hit the button, it adds a point. Hit the button again, it adds a point. And you could do that theoretically forever. Okay. You can't think about the federal government the way you think about your family. You have to balance your budget. Okay, a state needs to balance their budget. A municipality, the federal government is entirely different. Okay, taxes, and this is true. At the federal level, taxes do not pay for what we spend. Okay, they just bring taxes in to draw money out of the economy. Okay, and these days, unfortunately, most of the taxes are coming, from working class people. It's not coming from the corporations or with the people wealthy enough to find all the damn loopholes. Okay. Uh, so what I talked about the other night. Okay, don't worry about this balanced budget and this federal deficit. Okay, it's not a concern at all. Okay, it's just numbers. The federal government doesn't need our money. They can fund any program. The Green New Deal. It has to be done. Okay, Medicare for all, free, uh, tuition free college. Okay, these things need to be funded. Housing the homeless and affordable housing. For people starting out life. You know, Trying to work toward home ownership. All of these things can be funded. They just create the damn money. They do it every day. I said that back during quantitative easing, okay, after the '08 crash, there was a point when they were creating like $80 billion a month. And I think even today they create roughly $40 billion a month. A couple months ago, they created $2 trillion out of nothing. Okay, they create money all the time, so you don't actually worry about that. But there are two other subjects I want to get into, and one is the EU, the European Union, um, because they had serious difficulties after the '08 crash, and I'm going to explain why. Okay, it's because when they formed the EU under a single currency, okay, the only creator of money then is at the EU level. Okay, and it's what they call the troika. It's three, agencies basically. But the individual countries, okay, have to have their budgets just like our states have to have their budgets. Okay, and so after the crash in '08, there were countries in very serious trouble, like Iceland, Ireland, Spain, Italy, and worst of all, Greece. Okay, and because they cannot create their own funds, they were forced to ask for more loans from the EU, and in the case of Greece, they were denied. Okay, and it killed their economy, and they're suffering until today. So that is an issue that really has to be dealt with in the EU, and you can follow Yanis Varoufakis. He is a Greek. He was their finance minister after the new government was elected. The Syriza government was elected back in, I think, 2010. I'm not sure. And he was trying to. He's an economist. He was a professor down here at University of Texas. Okay, and he was trying to convince them, look, issue the money so that Greece can rebuild its economy, and they wouldn't do it. And so he basically walked out. He retired, but he is still, trying to organize and educate really all over Europe. His name's Yanis, Yanis, Varoufakis, Varoufakis. Okay, very smart guy to follow. He's even, check him out on YouTube. All right, he's done a lot of talks. Okay, then the second issue, and this gets really interesting, and this is really what I'm just like dying to get to. Okay, for people who understand the problems of capitalism, you should understand it well enough to know we have to get rid of capitalism. Okay, it's literally it is just they're killing us. Okay, they are killing us every single day. They have destroyed American society. They're destroying the earth. They're destroying our planet. We've got to get rid of it. And the thing is this, that MMT exposes now, okay, that private capitalist investment is obsolete. Okay, it is unnecessary. When the federal government can create funds, they can create funds for any project. And so they can create, if you're going to open up a shoe factory or a blue jeans factory or, a co-op farm, you can get the funds from the government for, your initial investment that you need, and you can form a worker co-op, which is a wonderful way to do things. Okay, so you can have democracy in the workplace instead of being under some boss. Okay, because now those bosses, they're not necessary. It is not necessary to have a corporation set up like that with a board of, their prime investors or whatever, and so forth. It's absolutely unneeded. And literally now it's shown, which we've known this for a long time, the capitalist is an unnecessary parasite. Okay? They do absolutely nothing for us except suck their percentage out of our work. Okay, they're just scraping off the top. Now it's with MMT, it's fully exposed that it's absolutely unneeded, unnecessary. Please think about it. It's literally continuing this garbage system that is destroying life on Earth. It's literally just a choice. Okay? We can have an entirely different system. Just get the hell rid of capitalism and go forward with much, much better things. Okay? But then it becomes then the political battle. And that's where we're at is fighting against our own goddamn government that is basically owned by corporations, and they're not going to give up easy. Okay, tyrants don't give up their power. They basically, they have to be overthrown. But now at least we can have a vision and understanding how we can have much better things happening. Okay, just get the funding directly. They make the money, they hand it over. You've got a co-op, you set up farming, you set up a shoe factory, you know, whatever you want to do. Okay, the Green New Deal, all the sustainability projects. Look into the Venus Project. Okay, it's something beautiful, just fantastic. We could live like an entirely different system. And then once we understand this and have a vision of it, then we know really where the fight is to just get rid of this garbage system and start doing something to save ourselves and to save the planet. Okay, I hope this has been somewhat enjoyable. Anyway, everybody take care. Thank you.